What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to take a look at a couple of tropical cyclones in the southern hemisphere. We're also going to look at a large storm making its way across the central plains up in the northern hemisphere, going to bring a fair amount of snow to parts of the central plains and southern Canada. We're going to take a look at just how much snow some of these areas could possibly get. Also got a new picture slideshow I put together of some very good sky phenomena photos that have been shared here recently. But first, this large cyclone that made landfall in northern Australia, it's going to bring a significant amount of rainfall to parts of northern Australia, looking at somewhere in the neighborhood of over 13 inches in some places. And there's also a storm offshore that's going to make its way up to a Category 2 storm, but will not be a threat to land of any kind. In fact, it's a very small storm compared to this one here. This one is aesthetically large. It only got up to like Category 1 status, and it looks like it may pull some much needed moisture up into southeastern Australia. They're definitely going to get some rain up here in the northern tier, as we're going to go here to windy.com, and you're looking at the same storm via satellite here. We're going to go to rain accumulation totals for this area over the next 3 days. Some areas are going to see over 13 inches of rain. That's quite a bit, and most of that's going to come within the next day and a half, more than likely. But 13 inches there. What do we got here? 8.5, almost 9 inches there. Down in this area here near Elliott, 8.5, almost 9 inches of rain there as well. So a large area of heavy rain, anywhere from 6 inches to 13 inches associated with that storm. This storm out here is going to remain offshore. The central core of that storm is very, very moist, dropping 14 inches of rain right there. And here's a look at that storm from the SSEC. And you can see it's a very small, powerful little storm. It's a Cat 1 now, expected to graduate up to Category 2. It's got a very small eye wall. In fact, we'll go back to Zoom Earth and we'll go out to the storm, take a look at it, and you'll see the eye wall. It reminds me a little bit of Hurricane Charlie. In fact, it's even smaller than Hurricane Charlie. This is a very small storm. You can see it's going to go this direction here. It's probably not even 300 miles wide, maybe 250. The eye wall's about 10 miles wide. Small, compact little storm that's got a lot of moisture around the core. This storm here also has a lot of moisture, but it's spread out. It's going to cover a fairly wide area, anywhere, once again, from 6 to 13.5 inches of rain forecasted. Now back to the central plains up here in North America. You can see here at the GOES 16, there's a storm that's winding up, making its way through the plains up into southern Canada. And this storm is going to bring a significant amount of snow to certain areas. And also a new system coming in the Pacific Northwest, bringing more snow into Wyoming, Colorado, the Dakotas, Montana. We're going to go back to windy.com, looking at the storm system again. Under infrared satellite, we're going to go to new snow storm totals, and you can see this path right through here up in the Chicago area. They're looking at 6.5 inches of new snow in the next 3 days. Most of that's going to come in the next day and a half. 7.2 in northeastern Illinois. Parts of Michigan could see 6.5 inches of snow. Get up into southern Canada, you're looking at 9.5. 10 inches of snow, 11 inches of snow in some places. And of course, this is a model, and these numbers can and will more than likely change to some degree. Going back out here to the Dakotas, you can see they're going to get anywhere from probably 6 to 9 inches of snow in certain areas, and they're no strangers to snow here, as they've had a fair amount of snow this year, but not an overabundance. But this here is going to be a fairly strong snowstorm, and you can see this entire area is going to get fresh new snow over the next 24 to 48 hours. So a couple of storms both in the northern hemisphere and down in the southern hemisphere churning. Here's the new slideshow that I put together. Some new photos that have been shared here recently. Some really good photos. Sunny life of Neb, a very golden sunrise or sunset Big halo around the sun. See those quite often. Here we've got a hole punch cloud sent in by Brenda S. out of Sallisaw, Oklahoma. In this video, you'll see some more very unique hole punch clouds. A couple that look like they're moving together in unison. Another photo here by Brenda as this one here moved up closer to her location. Now it's right above her head. Looks like they're literally moving through the sky. This one here sent in by High Vibes Oregon. You see one right now. It's fairly large and it's very symmetrical. There's another one back here that's coming up behind this one. And they honestly, according to the pictures, there's 4 pictures, they look like they're moving in unison as they go past the sun over the viewer's head, much like Brenda saw in Oklahoma. This one here, I'm not exactly sure of the location. These are more transparent. They're very symmetrical, and once this gets past the sun, it's going to develop a straight edge on the front of it. Check this out. Really super cool. Great observation. And these things just don't look natural. Check that out. Look. Now the second one has formed behind the first one. See the flat edge I was talking about on the front? Sides come down. It looks very symmetrical. Got some color going on around the sun, or at least in the clouds in the proximity of the sun. And then there's the second one behind the first one. Just an amazing collection of photos. I have to be honest, I would have been taking photos too. And here they've moved yet further past the sun. Now they're directly over the viewer's head. This one here has a more profound shape now. This one's still maintaining its same shape. And they've moved several miles through the sky. Just incredible. Great job, guys. You're wide awake and on the ball. Kim K. out of Sand Springs, Oklahoma, noticed a structure in the sky as far as she could see in both directions. And that's what compelled her to get the camera out and start rolling. Got another one from Sand Springs, yet another hole punch cloud. This might be the same one that Brenda saw and took photos of. This here is just taken at a different time and a slightly different location. But look, you can see that long feature in the sky that stretches as far as she could see. And then a hole punch cloud, once again, in the proximity of the sun. Here's a closer view of that sky phenomena sent in by Kim from Oklahoma. This next set of photos are quite incredible, taken by Judah out of East St. Louis, Missouri. And you can already see what we're going to be looking at. Looks like a daytime crescent moon. And you say, how's that possible? Well, that's a good question. I don't think it's actually a crescent moon, even though it looks nearly identical to a crescent moon. How about that? I've never seen anything quite like that. Of all the sky pictures I've looked at over the years, that's a first. I've seen the horseshoe vortexes in the sky, but they've been off by themselves. They've never been amongst a bank of clouds like we're seeing right here. It does have similarities to a horseshoe vortex, but I don't think that's what we're looking at here. This is something really cool, and I don't know how that formed. And you can see here it kind of turned to the right, maybe 20 degrees. It's not like there. That's the first picture he took. And then it turns to the right about 15, 20 degrees. Either way, whatever that was, great observation. Looks like a daytime crescent moon out of East St. Louis, Missouri. Maria H. out of Bennett, Nebraska. Spectacular sunrise or sunset. And here we've got that split sky phenomena out of Norman, Oklahoma. Photo by Purcell. Incredible photos coming out of Oklahoma. This photo here is out of Sunset Beach, California by Brandy K. Talk about a rainbow. That is incredible. Columbia, South Carolina, the Legend X58. Another big halo around the sun. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Photos here sent in by James T. Once again, looking at a very large structure in the sky as far as he could see in both directions. He sent in 3 or 4 photos of this phenomena in the sky and then a small video clip. Great observation. A lot of activity here recently coming out of the Oklahoma skies. Good job. You guys are wide awake and on the ball, that's for sure. Look at that. As far as he can see that direction, up over his head, back to the right, and as far as he can see, in that direction. Looks like something just went barreling through the clouds there. Good observation, guys. Like I said earlier, you are wide awake and on the ball. If you guys have photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All of the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery at the website, and sometimes I use the pictures in a video slideshow, just like you saw right here. Thanks for watching, have a super day, and be safe out there.